Hello everyone. Hello everyone. I am Rotractor Riya Nivargekar from Rotrack Club of CHN College, Ulhasnagar. And it's my pleasure to introduce you all to our chief guest for the event. Dear audience, we are delighted to have past District Governor of RID 3141, Rotarian Raju Subramanian sir. Raju sir is a charter member of Rotary Club of Deonar since 1986. He became president in the year 1996-97. Raju sir is a charter member of Rotary Club of Deonar. He has held various positions including assistant governor and district secretary. Apart from being avenue chair in all avenues of service and various other district positions, he has also been a facilitator at Hyderabad, Goa, Bangkok, Dubai, and many other Rotary institutes. He was a district governor in the year 2009-10. He was also district trainer, district Rotary Foundation chair, member and chairman, Rotary International Communication and Bylaws Committee, and many more. Subramanian sir has also been Rotary International President's representative 7 times in India, Thailand, and USA. He has been a speaker at various training programs and conferences in many districts in India and Dubai. He has been awarded the Citation of Meritorious Service by the Rotary Foundation and the highest honor of Rotary International, Service Above Self. He is a senior advocate practicing in the Bombay High Court, Supreme Court, and other high courts. Sir, we would like to give you a gracious welcome. The screen is all yours.
Thank you so much, young lady, for that very short introduction, Riya. I'm so happy. And this is the change that Rotractors bring to us. The first change that I see in this session when I'm there to inaugurate this RILA, e-RILA, is that you did not, my dear girl, read the whole biodata. I think this is a welcome and a nice change, which doesn't happen when I go for a Rotary meeting, because they think every alphabet, every comma, every semicolon has to be stressed upon. So friends, now you see why the subject given to me is youth, the change. It all began with Riya. She made the change possible, and she made that change very different. And I think that's exactly what the young people or the youth today are. Rotary Youth Leadership Award is a program which helps us to ensure that our young people develop their skills, hone their skills, and make themselves to be better leaders in whatever they do, in whatever sphere of life they are in. Leadership, my friends, is an essential part of change. Change is the only constant, as they always say. But without leadership, that change that is always the only constant will never be. We will never be able to make a difference in what we do. And I think if you look at who is a change maker, a change maker is someone who is taking creative action to tackle any problem, whether it be social or otherwise. And they keep trying until they achieve the goal of having achieved that change. If you look at another word for change maker, as I see, it could be innovator, it could be modernizer, it could be a pioneer, it could be a groundbreaker, a trailblazer, a creator, a contriver, an introducer. Multifold, manifold meanings that you can give to the word change maker. And why is it that we today are talking about change in a RILA? I strongly believe that if change has to happen in any sphere of life, it is you, the youth, who will make it happen. I strongly believe that you are truly the change makers in anything that is going to happen, either in the social sphere of service or in any other professional or other sphere that you will be into. I believe that our generation has been too status quoic. We have believed a lot in status quo. पिताजी ने ये बोला, मैं पिताजी को कैसे बोल सकता हूं? कि मैं ये नहीं करना चाहता. You are not willing to think, my generation has not been willing to think radically, differently, or try to make a change. We have been following whatever has been the norms that have been laid down by society, as if those norms are the only norms that will be the norms for life. And that is one big error that we in our generation are responsible for. Fortunately, I think most of us in our generation realized that that norm needs a change. And therefore, for all of us who have children, or whenever we have met with the youth, we have always encouraged them to be different, to be dynamic, to be absolutely persons who think out of the box. And I think, my friends, when I started my career, coming from a middle class background, the only thing uppermost in my mind, and which had been inculcated into my mind by my parents, is that, beta, you have to create a profession for yourself. And in those days, the profession was what? It was either medicine or engineering. I took a wrong decision of having nobody in my family to become a lawyer. And the family was aghast. They said, what is this guy up to? Giving up the standard professions of medicine and engineering, which has a steady, stable future. He is getting into an unsteady, unknown terrain with nobody in the family, even a part of his profession. And there was definitely a sense of anger, a sense of disgust about the decision that I took. And friends, that has been normal with many of us who are in my strata of life at the moment. Our parents never understood that there could be something beyond this. They never realized that life is not just engineering and medicine. There is much more to life and much more opportunities in life than just these two spheres. And so most of us got into that rut, got into that same rut and continued with our lives. Now, let me tell you one more thing. Each of us, when we are born, my friends, has got a talent that is inbuilt in us by Lord. If you are built with a deformity, or the child is a disabled child, or not a completely able child, that child also is created by the Lord with a tremendous sense of intellect, intuition, and other things. So each of us have an opportunity for growth, an opportunity for change, an opportunity of being a change maker. But it is at that age, when you are the youth, that you can actually take that decision to be a change maker. I was in college and I was a very shy guy. I would never speak to anybody at that stage, and not what I am today, my young friends. I'm very, very different today. Sudhir is scratching his head because he knows what I am today. But in those days, my friends, if a girl comes and says hello to me, I will look down. I would not start a conversation with anybody. Till a friend of mine and her husband, realizing that I was one of those who had the ability to communicate, saw in me the ability to communicate, and pushed me onto the stage in Jai Hind College for a hat speaking competition. I had exactly 1.5 minutes to pick up the slip from the side of the stage and go to the podium, which was in the center of the stage, with 800 Dakshas, Riyas, Advits, and others screaming away, and virtually I realized that, shit, where have I got into? What have I been pushed into? I did not realize I was being pushed. I was actually pushed into it by two people, and to whom I owe a lot today. I didn't win a prize. Did I get applause? No, I was booed. Out of 3 minutes, I must have spoken for 1.25 minutes. The subject that I got on that piece of paper was a dot. There was just a dot on a small piece of paper, and that is the subject I was to address on. And I spoke of the world, I spoke of the universe, I spoke of how everything that goes around comes around, I spoke about a lot of things in bits and pieces without continuity, without connection. At the end of 3 minutes, I felt relieved that I could leave the stage. I was so happy when I got off the stage. I wouldn't have been a happier man. And I cursed my two friends, why did you push me there? And their answer to me is what I am trying to tell you today. They said, we saw in you a talent and we wanted to encourage you to build that talent. You can be a person who could really change things. And you could be a person who could be a change maker, not just in your life, but in others' lives. Friends, those 3 minutes of booing with no eggs coming onto my face, thankfully, gave me the thought that I could speak, maybe in bits and pieces, that I need not have a piece of paper before I spoke, that I could address without a piece of paper, and I had thoughts that could flow from my brain to my mouth and thereafter communicate. It gave me the strength of that one facet, which today is probably one of my greatest strengths, communication. It gave me my profession. I later on went on to win every single debating elocution prize in Jai Hind College, Bombay University, InterVarsity, you name it. But it gave me the confidence that I have this talent in me to communicate easily. But building that talent was not easy. Building that talent required me to be well read. And this, my friends, is very important. You need to be well read to have a good communication skill, because then thoughts automatically flow to you from the readings that you have, because they've been imbibed in your brain. You'll wonder, why the hell is this guy talking about his story? I'm talking about this story, my friends, because as those two change makers who made the change in me told me, as a young man, you have nothing to lose when you go on to the stage. And friends, those words come to my mind as I address you. I became a lawyer. I became a senior lawyer. I became a governor of Rotary. And can you believe it? You young people have invited me to speak to you today. Now, would this have happened if those 3 minutes of booing had not happened on the Jai Hind College stage and I had not realized my potential? So each of us must realize our potential. And once we realize our potential, work on that potential to make that change, not just to yourself, but make the change to the others. How did I make that change? I made the change by bringing in a great deal of integrity in myself and the people with whom I associated. I made that change by bringing in a lot of leadership to people who were reluctant to accept leadership. They were not willing to take leadership. But I persuaded them to make that change and accept leadership. And they made a great change as a leader to their clubs. One of them is sitting here, a very dear friend of mine, whose name I've already taken once and I never take a name the second time. So I'll leave you to guess who that person is. Friends, each of us have the ability to make that difference in somebody's life and in your life. And as young people, we have nothing to lose. Because at that age is an age when we don't have to repay credit cards or mortgages or anything else. We have everything at our command and there is no risk factor involved in the attempt that we are making. And we can make an ambitious attempt. But whenever you make that attempt, please remember, my friends, that you need to be positive in your approach, well planned in your approach, and you should be a leader with skills of leadership to achieve anything in life. Was I constrained by what I saw? No. Are you, Daksha, Advait, or any one of you, Riya, constrained by what you see? You are not. Your mind is open. You are open to change. You are open to new thinking. You are open to new ideas. You are open to a new way of life. You are open to a new way of assimilating knowledge. You are open to a new way of having an e-Raila. Now, therefore, everything depends on the approach. And that approach, my friends, can happen if you are unconstrained by what is happening today. Take my generation. When I became president of my club, I had past presidents who told me, मैं जब president था, मैंने ऐसा किया, अरे भाड़ में गया तुम्हारी प्रेसिडेंटशिप और मेरी प्रेसिडेंटशिप. Things have changed. You must need to look differently. You need to change with changing times. You need to change with the manner in which the society is changing, the manner in which the world is changing. So friends, each of us must be a change maker. Now I gave you 5 qualities: innovator, modernizer, trailblazer, contriver, creator. Analyze yourself, each one of you young people. Look at yourself with these few words in mind, and you will say, Raju, those are not the only words which constitute change making. I have one more, I have 2 more. Because according to me, that is not the only words that contrive what a change is. And you are so sensitized to injustice. And I want to tell you this, my friends. We were doing a matter for the medical profession, doctors, at a time when it was August, September, and admissions had not commenced because the government had framed some strange rules. And the private medical colleges were not allowing admissions to take place. Vijay and Lalit, just let me know when I have 10 minutes left, please. Please let me know when I have 10 minutes left with a chat or a message. So friends, we were doing that. Yes, and I was interacting with these young doctors, young students who were looking forward to life, who were looking forward to serve the needy, who were looking forward to have a profession which they can call their own. They were frustrated. So many of them were so frustrated that they said, this is injustice and we will fight. That fight for justice that they took upon resulted in their succeeding in that justice for the fight. Because you are young people who desanitize injustice. You don't accept injustice. You are not willing to accept injustice. And that's the way it should be. Because in this day and age, in this time, you need to realize that we need to fight against injustice. And who are the best people to fight against injustice? The people with ideas, the people with commitment, the people with technology at their fingertips, the people who think out of their box, the people who are willing to take that additional risk, the people who have a mind of their own and who are willing to sensitize that mind of their own for the purpose of making that big difference, whether in the social strata of society or in the profession that they are going to take. Look at you and me. Who used to do my presentations? My daughter. Which class was she in? 9th standard. Sudhir, I am talking of Rohita. So at the end of a couple of months, Rohita knew more about the Rotary Foundation than many Rotarians did. Because when she was making my presentation, she was applying her mind to that presentation, understanding it, and then making a presentation. Now this is a character and the characteristic of the youth, which is your greatest strength, and which is the greatest strength for being a change maker, which is the greatest thing required to make that substantial change in society. And technology is something that you people are so adept at, so conversant with, so comfortable with, and also all the time modernizing and advancing that technology. To me, a laptop is meant for a Zoom meeting to address. A laptop is meant for the purpose of replying to an email. A laptop is meant for the purpose of creating a PowerPoint once in a way, which otherwise somebody else creates a PowerPoint, I only touch upon it. Our generation never grew up with a laptop, never grew up with technology. We did not have technology. So even today, in my office, I'm the only man who has a hard copy of a judgment or a hard copy of a pleading. All my juniors who are your age or younger or maybe slightly older to you, they do everything on the laptop and the computer. So you are technologically proficient and you are fluent in modern technology. You have an ability and you are accustomed to learning new things. You keep assimilating information for the purpose of Googling it or otherwise or whatever you do or discussing, where you are trying to assimilate and create more thoughts. Creating more thoughts for the purpose of expanding your reach. absolutely essential for being a change maker. It is only when there is a new thinking, a new thought process, a new ability or approach, a new path that you can think of because of the thought process that you had, that you can be a change maker. And I think, my friends, that is absolutely essential. Most of us went to school or college in the same way that we went for everything else. But you tackle a problem the way a problem has to be tackled. You are good at learning, but you are equally good at adjusting. And what is more important, to be a young change maker, you have to be able to adapt. Adaptation, my friends, is an absolute essential for being a successful leader and for being a successful change maker. With every new learning will come trouble, will come obstacles, will come problems, will come issues. You need to be able to adapt, adjust, get over them, find a solution, and move ahead. And that ability, that innate ability to do that, my friends, I see in the youth of today. I don't see it in my generation at all. You are so used to asking questions and you expect an answer. My daughters used to ask me, Dad, what is this? I was telling you about my daughter. She picked up the Companies Act and started reading the Companies Act in the library at home one day. She was in the 7th standard. I went into my study and I found this girl browsing through my huge fat 2000-page Companies Act. She asked me a question. What is a winding up proceeding? I said, what has it got to do with you, beta? You are nowhere connected with the profession. She says, no, Dad, I found it interesting that a company can be wound up. I didn't know that there can be something called winding up in terms of corporate entities also. What is it? She learned two words, corporate entity. She had applied her mind to what she had read. And this, I think, is the greatest quality that I see in the youth, which makes them effective and excellent change makers. How many times have you asked this question? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? You have no qualms in admitting maybe I don't know something. It's a great quality, my friends. Never think that anybody is higher knowledgeable than you because you are not aware of something small that you ask. That person may be a dumb guy who does not know larger things. So it is good when you are dealing with world issues, the vast scope of these issues, there will be questions that will be up against. That humility and the willingness to learn and deal, I think, my friends, is another great asset and great quality for being a change maker. And I'm addressing all this to you, my friends, on the one premise that you are change makers. If you are not change makers, this world will not be a better place to live in tomorrow. Our country will not grow the way it should. Young people today constitute 40% of the strength of this country. It's spoken by everybody. And it is that youth that is going to propel this country to greater heights and the world to a greater destination. You are very optimistic people. You never take no for an answer. Advait, how many girls have you gone and asked, will you come out for a movie or a date? Umpteen. But you never took no for an answer till you found the one girl who said yes. मुझे देखो, college days में छोकरी आके बात करती थी, मैं बात करने को तैयार नहीं था. See, you are willing because you are optimistic at some stage something right will happen to you. And I think, hey, don't put Advait there, poor chap. No, the girlfriend of his other, she's going to become suspicious about him. Don't do this to him, please. And what is the one great quality that you are in you is abundance. It never ceases to exist. You are full of energy, whether it is in the morning, the evening, or any other time of the day or night. That energy is something that you need to channelize to become a change maker. Don't waste that energy. Don't allow that energy to be trampled over by anything that somebody tells you to do, that is wrong to do. Channelize that energy by talking to your friends, understanding the importance of things, going forward for an exercise so that your energies remain where they are, and the endless realms of energy that you have are necessary for you to be a change maker in a changing world today. Many of us, my friends, and I was just telling a story, I was telling an incident today to a friend of mine over lunch. We feel very marginalized at times. We feel when somebody speaks to us, they speak to us in a manner which marginalizes us, which makes us feel small, which makes us feel, sort of not competent, which makes us feel that there is something wrong with me. You people, you can't watch all the movies. You can't drink alcohol. I'm saying this with a little bit of skepticism because you are under 18 if you are under 18. There are several things that you are unable to do. And yet, you are people who understand that these marginalizations created by society are things that you can step over, understand, control, get over, and make a difference. And friends, apart from the energy, there is one quality of yours which I find phenomenal and always retain that quality. Thanks, Vijay. Positivity. Positivity is the essence to succeed in anything in life. If you give up when you start because somebody tells you ये होने वाला नहीं है, वो क्यों बोलता है? वो उससे होगा नहीं, इसीलिए आपको बोलता है होने वाला नहीं है. So remember, these noites, these guys who tell you no, are people who are incapable of achieving anything themselves. And these are people you need to be wary about. So when you are a change maker and you are making a change in society, making a change in the social strata of society, making a change in yourself and your friends or others, making a change in your own parents or your family, there will be people who will come to you and tell you, ye hone wali baat nahi hai. Ignore them, my friends. Because the first step of success is always failure. And when there is failure, you take the first step and that's your ascendancy to success. And the moment you take that first step as an ascendancy to success, success will come running to you. You need not go to achieve success. Couple of things which I think as a change maker you need to keep in mind is that you need to be nice to people. You need to be caring with people. You need to be loving with people. Don't be harsh. Don't be brash. Words once spoken, my friends, can never be withdrawn. So whenever you speak a word, assess what you are saying. Even if somebody has been harsh with you, वो उससे मुंह से निकल गया ना, आपके मुंह से क्यों गंदगी निकलना चाहिए? वो गंदा आदमी है, उसके मुंह से निकल गया, तो आप तो अच्छा आदमी बनो, आपके मुंह से अच्छी चीज आने को बोलो. You tell him, yes sir, thank you very much for your advice. I will definitely consider it. You do what you like. You need not follow what he is saying, but let him feel the guilt of what he said. So you need to be really forgiving, you need to be loving, and you need to be creative. Coming to the last part, creativity. This is one thing which you guys have so much in abundance. You are capable of creating things which otherwise will be dead to life. You are capable of creating something where there is no picture at all, it's a blank board. You are capable of creating colors where it is only darkness. You are capable of creating thoughts, processes, and futures, not just for yourself, but for everyone who associates with you and for all the young people you meet with and connect with. Friends, remember, where creativity ends, change will cease to exist. Every change needs a creative mind. Every change needs a creative outlook. Every change needs a creative and passionate approach. Whatever you do, my friends, do it with a great deal of passion. Believe in what you do. If you think that yes, this change has to be made, believe in it, passionately follow it, and success will be yours. I'll end with this story of a doctor and his wife in their young age who got married, gave up a good practice of their father in a middle place town like Kolhapur in Maharashtra, went into the Adivasi areas and started serving the Adivasis there, changing the lives and health of the Adivasis, bringing education to those Adivasis. Sudhir, you'll remember this story because this gentleman and his wife were there at the district conference at my district conference in 2010. They changed that entire lifestyle of the Adivasis. They became educated. They started putting in them the passion to do things that they normally otherwise would not do. And that Adivasi villages that were there are today one of those places where one must go to see how you can change by your method, by your attitude, by your passion, by your dedication, and by your communication, by your sacrifice, the change that you need to do. I'm not asking you to go to an Adivasi village. I am asking you that at this age, young people, you and I have more than what anybody else has in life. The Lord has been very kind to you and I. We have a shelter, we have a home, we have a college education, we probably have a good future ahead. But look at those around for whom there is no future. They live in darkness eternally. And you can be the change maker in their lives. You and I are Rotaractors and Rotarians. And we are here in this organization to make the life a little better, a little easier, and light that candle that can bring them a ray of hope for a better tomorrow and for a better day for them and a better future. So I wish you all the very best, my young friends. Light that candle in your life and in others' life. Be that light that brings that light to others. Be the light that dispels the darkness and make that change that the world deserves, requires, and asks you to do. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, PDG Raju, for such an insightful and inspirational talk. We, on behalf of, I am sure the youngsters have understood your message of being a change maker. And I totally agree with you. I was also a shy person when I used to be in college. Only when I joined Rotrac way back in 1990 as a president that I started speaking in public and my shyness went away. So definitely this also helps, and it helps in being a change maker. And for your inspirational speech, we would like to pledge goodies to at least 100 frontline workers who are working day in and day out for the public on the road. So, and we also that is the pledge I would like to read. Pledge to honor frontline workers with a token of goodies to appreciate their efforts in getting the people vaccinated in this COVID-19 pandemic, and the certificate of appreciation that we have shown. Kindly accept it. It will be sent to you by email. Thank you, PDG Raju. Thank you very much.
Can I suggest something, Vijay?
Yes, please.
Don't waste postage, don't waste money on paper and on these certificates. I would appreciate if what you spend on that, you spend on more goodies and helping those who are truly serving humanity today on the streets, wherever they are, whether in Bombay or elsewhere. This is my earnest request to you. If you have already done it, then I have no choice. I'll accept it. But if it is not yet printed, I would appreciate if you do this. I think this is the change you and I as Rotarians need to make.